Welcome to our video on the biggest events of 1991. This year was marked by significant political and economic changes, as well as major developments in technology and pop culture. On the political front, 1991 saw the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War. This event was marked by the official dissolution of the Soviet government and the independence of the republics that had made up the Soviet Union. The fall of the Soviet Union marked the end of a decades-long political and military rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, and it also marked the end of the communist system in Eastern Europe. This event had far-reaching implications for the international community, as it led to a significant shift in the balance of power in the world. In the Middle East, the Gulf War took place, with a coalition of countries led by the United States driving Iraqi forces out of Kuwait. The war was marked by a swift victory for the coalition, and it led to significant changes in the balance of power in the region. The war also had a significant impact on the global oil market, as Iraq's invasion of Kuwait had disrupted the world's oil supply. The war also brought attention to the use of advanced military technology, such as precision-guided missiles, which greatly increased the accuracy of airstrikes. In the technology world, the World Wide Web made its public debut, with the launch of the first website by the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN. This event marked the beginning of the widespread use of the Internet and the development of the modern web as we know it. The World Wide Web was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989, but it was not until 1991 that the first website was made publicly available. This event would have a profound impact on the way we communicate, share information, and conduct business. On the pop culture front, Michael Jackson released his album, Dangerous, which would become one of the best-selling albums of all time. The album featured hit singles such as Black or White and Heal the World. Jackson was already a global superstar, but this album solidified his status as one of the most popular and influential musicians of all time. He was known as the King of Pop. In sports, the Chicago Bulls won the NBA championship, marking the first of their 6 championships in the 1990s. This was led by the legendary Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, who formed one of the greatest basketball duos in history. They dominated the league throughout the decade and brought a new level of popularity to the sport. 1991 was also a year of economic changes, with the signing of the Maastricht Treaty, which laid the foundation for the European Union. This treaty was signed by the 12 member states of the European Community, and it marked the beginning of a new era of cooperation and integration in Europe. Overall, 1991 was a year of major change and significant developments, both in the political and economic spheres, as well as in technology and pop culture. It was a year that saw the end of the Cold War and the fall of the Soviet Union, the Gulf War, the birth of the World Wide Web, Michael Jackson's hit album, the Chicago Bulls' first championship, and the signing of the Maastricht Treaty. It was a year that would shape the course of history in the years to come.